Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, May the 8th, 2024. Wednesday, May the 8th. I've got my trusty dusty cough drop here to kind of soothe things down. Well, let's see what happened in GH land. You know what? This is not a good May sweeps month at all. It just really isn't. This is just okey doke. Dante tells Sam that he didn't quit because, oh, she couldn't wait to hear how Anna took his resignation and blah, blah, blah. And he told her Anna made some good points and he ended up not quitting. And oh, she's so disappointed because every day you leave the house, I worry. And I had a glimmer of hope when you said you were going to quit the force, that for a brief moment I felt relief. And I thought, girl, you saying the same thing you said about Jason. How much you worry every time he leaves the house and the danger he could be in every day. You go from a criminal to a cop. Go figure. And she ended up saying, I knew you were a cop when I got involved with you. It's just, I would not want you to change who you are. And I know you love being a cop. She says, the only thing I could control is how I now respond to the decisions you make. And he thought that they were going to break up, that she was breaking up with him. And ultimately, she said, she's not, because she loves him. And the kids love the little family they've created. And if we separate, they'll be unhappy. She says, I'll be alone. We'll both be alone, unhappy, and still loving each other. She said, just because we don't live together doesn't mean that I won't still love you. So no. And he goes, and I'm going to try not to put you through the ordeal that you went through, with me getting shot, but it is my job. And I have to protect the citizens of Port, whatever. We knew how that was going to go. And of course, Carly's being Carly. What I don't understand, Jason is supposed to be her best friend. Why did she not talk to Jason before she went to that prison? I just shook my head. This chick tells him her best friend, Jason Morgan's back, which we already know he knew. But she tells him that no, and she's asking him about pikemen, and he's like, I have no idea. He goes, if I was ahead of an operation like that, do you think I would still be sitting here in prison paying for my attorney out of my measly salary or the measly money I had saved up? No. Yeah, come on. He was pikeman all and WSB. And so he goes, and where'd you hear about the word pikeman anyway? Oh, wait, she goes, well, then you won't care if I tell you that the FBI is looking into pikemen. And when she said that, I was like, why would you say that, Carly? What is wrong with you? And he looks and he goes, well, I could care less who the FBI is looking into. And, I told you, I don't know about this pikeman. And he says, you don't seem to be the type to be cozied up to law enforcement. How would you get information like that? And she said, because I have a friend who's in the FBI and his name is John Cates. And he looks, never heard of the name. Right? She says, and he comes into Kelly's. He's pretty much a regular customer. And we've just struck up conversation and he talks. Now, would a customer, especially an FBI agent, come in, chit chat you up, and talk about a huge criminal organization that they are investigating with you, barkeep? Would that ever happen in life? That, what Carly said, made zero sense. But Brennan's always been smitten with Carly. And the interesting thing is, so is Kate's. But he was like, my day just got so much better because you came. And he's like, come again. And she goes, maybe. Because she said, you could have done a lot worse to me that day than just zip ties, and you didn't. For that, I thank you. Oh, you know what? You tried to take me hostage. You pretty much were going to beat me up and zip tie me. But you know what? Thank you. Carly thinks she's so smart, and she absolutely 100% is not that smart. Okay. So then we have Jason goes to see Anna, and um, or Anna calls him, he comes over, and they talk about John Cates wanting him to step up, more information on Pikeman, but he says, I didn't have any more to give. And he goes, and she goes, he says, but they know nothing about Valentine's involvement. And Anna said, that's interesting. And did you tell John about Valentine's involvement? He said, no, I did not. He said, bottom line, I'm going to give John what he asked for, enough of what he asked for. But I'm not about to give John Cates everything I know. I'm not about to overshare. And Anna was telling him, she says, do you really honestly think? She goes, I need you to tell me what they have over Carly. And I thought, I still just don't trust Anna like that. She goes, it's an FBI investigation. It is not a police investigation. I'm not going to be looking into it. So Jason said, that meeting that Carly had to take in his place because he got shot, claiming the organization? The FBI has a whole recording of that meeting. Now, they were able to record that, but they sure haven't been able to record anything else that has happened amongst the criminals in Port Charles. That's what's interesting to me. And so Anna's like, oh, okay. And Jason said she was just doing it to protect her kids. The 5 families were going to start to try to make a move on the territory, which means Carly and her kids would have been in danger. She did what she had to do to even that playing field. And so Anna says, okay, John Cates, the FBI has this information on Carly. She says, what makes you think that they're ever going to get rid of it? Because they're not. They might bury it for a while, but they're not going to get rid of it. And Jason says, I am not about to be answering to no John Cates forever. I thought it would be 3 to 6 months, and it's been over 3 years now, almost 3 years. He says, I'm going to have to figure something out where that's concerned. And then last but not least, this was pretty short. I mean, we got Brooklyn and her mother runs into Cates. That was nothing kaput. Chase tells Finn that he doesn't want Gregory to fly to Coley Island for the rehearsal dinner since he's going to officiate the next day, and understandably so. So Finn is going to talk to Gregory. And Finn gets upset, and now he's actually searching on the web for an AA meeting because he's just starting to really trip out. But Laura, I'm shaking my head with Laura, sick of it, telling Kevin how much she thinks Heather has changed. And she's really starting to empathize with the serial killer. And she doesn't know how that makes her feel, but she honestly feels Heather is processing and thinking things differently. And Kevin says it could have happened because the dangerous metal that was poisoning her system's gone. So she could have a different reality. And then last but not least, I just had a fleeting thought because Valentine talks to Laura, telling Laura, giving her an update on Charlotte, how she loves where she's at. And Laura's like, I'm so happy. Hopefully she could put everything that happened here behind us. And I said, yeah, not facing any consequences whatsoever. But then I thought, and he says, I have a job that I'll be in Switzerland more. She says, oh, ELQ work? He said, yes. And I'm like, what ELQ? I'm surprised they haven't ousted him off the board yet. Well, that's it, everybody, for today's recap of General Hospital. Let's go to comment corner. See, not a lot happened. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm going to go from the top to the bottom. Linda says, what if the nonprofit organization that Willow is a part of is like Dawn of Day? And some of the Dawn of Day members are out for payback to get even with Willow because of their leader is gone. And they blame Willow. The name of the nonprofit is similar to Dawn of Day. And no, has nothing to do with Dawn of Day. They're not going to go back to that. And then Lisa says, Sonny doesn't know that Jordan is thinking just like Laura these days. Carly is going to listen in on the conversation. I hope he mentions that he could lock up Carly if Jason doesn't do what he asks. I'm sick of Laura thinking Heather is healed, makes me sick. She is supporting Heather so much. She is going to get Heather out, and Heather is going to take Ace and run. Yes, she is. Lisa says Sonny could get his blood tested, would get his blood tested for Stella. He wouldn't argue with her. If he acts erratic around her, she could and would show concern for him and get him to get his blood tested. Dacia says Jason Morgan is going to tell Sam that he's working with the FBI. Sam will ask Jason, will Danny be in danger? Someone says that Britt is coming back to GH. She's going to play a twin. I'm not sure if that's true. I have not heard that at all. And that would mean Lisa didn't know she had twin girls. Okay. Judy says Anna is on Sonny's case about, but she's dating Victor Cassadine. You mean Valentine Cassadine? Because he's an upstanding, law-abiding citizen, the Cassadines. Well, Anna's trying to really investigate Valentine, but her heart is going to compromise her, truly, truly. And Judy says Laura has lost her mind, and so has Anna. Ron says Ava totally messed up by not telling Sonny his meds have been tampered with. She will play the dumb blonde role, but Sonny will figure it out once he gets tested. Shirley says, watch when it's time for Willow to do the interview with Crimson about the cancer prevention or whatever the article is about, that it won't be Nina doing the interview. And it's someone else. Drew will have his staff from Crimson do the interview behind Nina's back. I don't think so, but I don't know if Nina has never interviewed anybody, right? So I don't even know if she could or would do that. She'd want to be around sitting right there watching Willow, right? 100%, or if she could, in a chair next to Willow. Denzel, boy, you did a beautiful, long, great comment. I'm going to read just the first couple of paragraphs. Everybody go read Denzel's comment. Excellent. Denzel says, I think Sonny is doing his charity out of spite on the positive because he knows and the PC, is that police commissioner, knows he is a mob. Got a criminal record, but at the same time, I'm thinking Sonny is only doing this in the positive because he wants the world to know that he has a soft heart, positive and a positive side of him, that Laura won't accept his offer. So that is why he went to see Jordan to see if she would accept his offer. Look, I understand Jason and Carly always want to help Sonny, but when enough is enough, like I understand loyalty, but not everything Jason and Carly can or could do will help Sonny all of the time if he's acting the way he's acting right now. That is so true. Everybody go ahead and finish reading Denzel's comment. And Jackie said, honey child, you wait until you see the video on the 8th. She's done 10 times worse than that, meaning Carly. Meaning, yeah, she goes and she tells Brennan something that I don't know what possessed her to think she could tell him or should tell him something like that. Brenda says Carly is such a drama queen about everything, but she knows, just like Nina and Ava, Carly will get into trouble again. It's not her place. And Richard says, another great review, Daily Recap lady. Here goes vintage Carly getting involved where she shouldn't. 100%. You're right, Richard. Aisha says, I seem to remember Sarah Brown's Carly getting Sonny to agree to a new living room drapes and reupholstered the sofa. Yes, I remember way back then too. I actually saw that on YouTube about 2 months ago. She was so happy trying to show him swatches. And it's like, why would you reupholster the sofa? Just go buy a new sofa. My goodness. And then Lucy says, I'm tired and bored of with Carly Spencer. Aisha says, Crimson is a magazine that is published monthly, assuming it's comparable to Vogue. It is published monthly. Plus, the lead time for submission before going to press is as opposed to a newspaper. The Invader, which is published more often, and being cheaper, probably has a larger and more diverse readership. Of course, there are online versions to consider as a media company. Isn't Aurora supposed to have TV and radio outlets? They probably do. They just don't talk about them. Lori says, Laura is bugging the heck out of me. Don't like her forgiving these murderers. And then Hello There says, yes, very true. But I also love the way it shows a deeper side of Heather that we don't ordinarily see. Just my take. And then Wendy says, how could Sonny trust Ava? She messed with his son's med, which caused the fatal crash. He's really on one. And I really believe Ava is on board with someone working against Sonny. She's shady, not to be trusted under any circumstances. She is shady, not to be trusted, but I do not believe 100% at all that she's working with anybody. And Morgan didn't die in a fatal car crash. When Morgan took off in Julian's car, they had the bomb. Jason was right behind him on the road. He got Morgan to pull over. Morgan pulled over. Morgan was standing outside of that car when that car blew up and it knocked him off of that mountain side or road, mountainous highway side. But it was not a car crash. LaShanta says, I'll bet Valentine bugged those flowers. Anna's still in love with him. They're playing each other. You know what? That would be something else. He could have bugged those flowers. She is so stupid. Why did she think of putting her hands all through it, searching it? And then Lori says, absolutely what I thought. Lucy says, I agree 100. Anna Devane still loves Valentine and vice versa. And then we have Aisha who says, I'm surprised that Jason hasn't had the please don't help talk with Carly. I was expecting him to after he tried to give her the you shouldn't take risk talk when she told him she stayed overnight to check on Agent Cates, instead of which he's wondered if she's helped Cates to make up for Sonny possibly being behind the attack. It's the Andre Karpov situation all over again. I don't remember that. She was trying to help. Does Jason really need to spell it out for her? Spell it out for him. Looking ahead, I guess it's no secret that Carly loves to eavesdrop. She always has, and will go all out for her nearest and dearest, but she won't be stirring things up between Jason and Sonny. If that's what Kate is aiming for, no, she won't. She'll try to keep the peace. All of this info is stuff that Kate should have told Jason before. Valentine and Brennan agreed to cut off contact the last time they met, so it won't necessarily get out that Carly visited Brennan. Oh, you know what? Remember, Valentine got a call at the end of today, and Valentine was told that Carly, no, it wasn't Valentine. It was John Cates. that Brennan had a visitor and it was Carly. Oh my goodness. And LaShunta says, Carly, do too much. I like, she told Jason about Sunny. I'm sick of Kate's. I'm glad Carly told Kate's. She saved him and he is harassing Jason. Laura is on my list, but she wants Sunny in jail. Why Sunny go to Jordan? Laura said, no, I can't wait until Heather flips the script. Drew got just pissed me off manipulating Willow. Uh, Let it happen organically between her and Ava. I can't stand Valentine. I'm sick of Nina and Drew barging in on important meetings. Willow should have told Michael first. She did tell Michael before she and Michael went upstairs to hit the sheets the other day when the kids almost found them. She told Michael what her decision was, and he told her he supported her absolutely 100%. So Michael definitely does know. Well, that's it, everybody. I got it all through Comic Corner, Comic Corner. I will be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.